Okay. Looks like it's running again. That... It happens almost every time I freaking... Just inevitably, yeah. It just, people pull on it when they shouldn't. It's really easy to avoid it. I wrapped it around the whole dang room to ensure that people were stepping on it as little as possible, but people still end up freaking... whatever. I'm gonna wash. Having the first boss be incredibly annoying and campy and like running away and spawning minions, like you couldn't really make a more tedious first boss. But if you get lucky and they manage to line themselves up and they haven't spawned a bunch of minions, I mean, that's really just all it comes down to. Like, because I didn't... Why did I do that? Like, if they just keep spawning the frickin' minions, I'm so slow to kill them that it takes considerable effort. Like, I don't have Quick Slash and I don't have a good nail. So it just takes so much effort to get rid of them that I can't safely pursue them when they finally retreat to their corner with some Abyss Shrieks, because I'm getting chased by a bunch of little dudes. And then when I try to deal with little dudes, well, at that point, they have recovered and are about to do either another Shriek to summon more dudes, which is super frustrating. They just continue to extend the problem. They don't progress the game state at all. It's just like, oh, would you like more status quo? Here's more status quo. Or they go for a dive, which can actually get me sometimes if I'm busy trying to hit them while underneath them, but also, like, trying to dodge. Ugh. Yeah, the Vengefly King is one of those bosses that just is a pain, and people don't want to admit how annoying he is, because it feels like it's an ego blow of like, oh, you're having struggles with, like, what is in base game the objectively easiest boss. Man, it sounds like a skill issue. And it's just like, no, it's not a skill issue. I can beat... I've never lost to Vengefly King. My point is that having to put up with this BS is tedious, and in that tedium, I make mistakes. I feel in a similar regard, like, spoilers for Shadow of the Erdtree, but Consort Radon is almost in a similar vein, at least if you use a shield. Because if you're trying to dodge that dude, good luck. But in terms of, like, doing a shield against Radon, it's not difficult to hold shield to block almost all of its attacks and then just manage your stamina. You can do that pretty consistently. The problem starts to arise when you get he forces you to get greedy at some points. Like, you have to go out of your way to damage him, because otherwise you're not progressing the game state. And it's in that greediness that he can capitalize on you the most. But I know I just compared, you know, Consort Radon to freaking Vengefly King. But that's kind of how it feels, man. Just on a, like, a little bit. Okay, Gorb, let her rip. Oh, come on. How are you still not dead, my guy? I'm trying to keep a little bit of soul left so I can interrupt Dung Defender. There we go, yeah. Just need a little bit of soul so that I can just knock Dung Defender out early and just start that fight on a good note. I shouldn't have done. That sucks. Oh well. I am taking really dumb hits from a boss that I shouldn't be taking dumb hits from. And I was fractions away from death. That's... You're kidding me! That circles around that tightly? That's incredibly frustrating. Did not expect it to circle around that tightly. I thought it would just hit the ground, like it always does. Oh my goodness, I'm taking frickin' pot shot after pot shot here. Ooh, that was tight. Pot shot after pot shot, my dude. That sucks. And he was just about the brother story of this freaking run. I was about to kill him, but then I did something super stupid, and... whatever. If I can manage to keep this buttoned up like I did last time, it's possible. It's always possible. Brother caught me in a so tightest scenario. I was afraid I probably would have been fine if I didn't try to just sneak out from under him like that, but at the same time I was just concerned because he was so close to the edge. Cool. Nothing else was clean, but at least that fight was good. And from here, things ease up until we hit collector time. So we can kinda relax. Can't completely, but like... Ah, greedy. Pure greed. Yep. I had a feeling he was about to die. Oh, you're fracking kidding me, dude. Minus one on the first two bosses. Not great, not terrible. I thought I pogoed on my life. I thought I pogoed. Why did I not? Can't be helped. Oblobbles. They have a fun name. Like, not really my favorite boss. I used to hate them a lot, but I've kind of since grown to become kind of dispassionate about them. This situation where you get stuck in a corner sucks. It sucks really bad. But, like, aside from that, it's not. It's whatever. When they get, you know. I used to really not like them, especially deep into Pantheon. Although they're never deep in Pantheon 5, they're just kind of here in Pantheon 5. Now they're truly desynced and we're kind of in the worst timeline. Okay. I thought I just walked right into that one. I am just falling right into these things. You're still alive, my dude? Jeepers cripes, my guy. Finally. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, it happens. Oh boy. Cool. Bow. Okay. So I think we've got another yeah, we've got another chunk, Marmu, and then ending in Shio before we get back to Hive Knight and the Collector. So again, it'd be great if we went positive on these guys, but Marmu begs to differ. Jeez, like the speed that guy can get to. Cool. That was the cleanest Marmu I've ever done in my life. I'm gonna be honest. That was sick. -1 on Fluke Marm, not terrible. Okay, let's just not be dummies with Broken Vessel because he moves so much slower than Lostkin. Very considerate of him for him to have the balloons despawn once when he starts raging. Like, that's one instance in which feedback was probably like, hey guys, it's really hard to see the balloons when he does his, like, screen panic. And the devs were like, yeah, that's good feedback. Let's not have, you know, a bunch of distracting, confusing visuals. And they didn't do that for any other boss. It's only Broken Vessel. Oh, trying to trap me, aren't you? And he got me. Okay. Still, we're -2 overall. And so, actually, if we manage to no-hit Shio... Let's be careful here. Hubris strikes again. Yeah, okay. Oh well. It was a nice thought, but I have never bothered to practice Shio, and as a result, I am not great at him. Like, you saw me dodging and weaving through Oro and Mado, and that was the result of just me realizing that I needed to give them a lot more respect than I was. I do not treat Shio with the respect, and as a result, I just kind of get hit, and at this point, oh well, I don't really care, I just want to finish this fight. Ah, dang. Yeah, I was about to say, let's not die to this guy. We did just lose 6 health to him already. But that was just being slappy on purpose. If I call it intentional, then I can't kick myself for being bad. That's the trick, you see. Okay. We do need to lock in against Hive Knight, because we were -4 the first time, and we can't be we need to be like -2 against this guy. At most. Oh boy, that was... Oh, I was in the process of dodging. Like... Oh, you're frackin' kidding me, my guy. Okay, -2. That's what we wanted. That's what we got. We can avoid pancakes on who? Then we'll be healthy. No need to get upset over who. He takes 8 years, but I don't get hit, then that's a victory. Oh. Brother, these long pancakes. I said it out loud, of like, if it takes me 8 years but I don't get hit, that's a victory. And he was like, ooh, permission to do as many long pancakes as I want? Don't mind if I do. But we have Soul going into Collector, so if we get Aspid Spawn, then it's not... see? I spoke it into existence, I swear. Nope. That's greed. That's greed. I panicked. Yeah, there really just is no scenario in which I can convincingly get multiple hits off of a Primal Aspid. It just doesn't really happen enough for me to consider doing it. Oh, you're kidding me, brother. Okay, okay. Nope. Good. Oh, -2. Eat crap, Collector. Oh, that feels so good. That felt clean. Oh, yeah, I'm stuck. Nice. Grim, going into Grim with 8. Unfortunately, we don't have any any positive to bank for future ones, but survival is good. Continuing to move forward. I do think it is getting a little late, and I am kind of tired, so I think this is probably... Don't know how far this run will go, but this will probably be last run. I just don't see myself getting another run that goes this deep tonight. Oh, yo, the double? The double cycle? Yeah, that's what I get for showing off. It is interesting, like, how certain bosses have better theming for their arenas. And for some of them, it makes absolute sense, where it's like, okay, Grimm is kind of a being of dreams. It makes sense that his arena has more resemblance to his troupe, rather than just having to be sort of generic kind of Godhome aesthetic. But then you get some weird ones, like Hornet. And Hornet you could justify, it's like, okay, you know, Child of the Pale King, like, you know, has weird supernatural stuff kind of, you know, baked in to the lineage. But then there's the Collector. The Collector, as far as we're aware, is just a being made out of void that imprinted upon an obsessive bug. Like, that's as far as we, like, really know about him, right? And yet he gets a custom, you know, arena, which would imply that he's kind of like weirdly attuned to this kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too deep into it. I mean, the Watcher Knights, I think, get a custom arena. I'm thinking about it. Umu gets a custom arena. I guess it's just not. It's not good precedent. I think it really just boiled down to what did they like. But here we get some new dialogue from the Godseeker. Sleeping God, we can barely feel thy presence amongst the green left behind. What strength thee once possessed fades beyond time and tune. So, the thing sleeping in the background is a dude we never actually showed off, because it was never relevant, but basically, up here in Green Path, past the Hornet fight, is the Lake of Un. And that's where this giant slug sleeps, and apparently he created Green Path. Sleeping God, to see thee as thou once existed, with land and dream and devotion we would give our mind. So, even though the Godseekers seem to have some ability to restore the ideal versions of you know, powerful bugs, these sort of higher beings, these, you know, Un and the Pale King, like, they never actually get to restore them. Instead, they just kind of mourn the loss of the power, which is interesting. Might be like a recency. Oh no, Un's still alive, technically, so it's not even a matter of like, oh, he's been dead for too long. Because you can make that argument with Pale King. Like, dude's just been dead for so long that you can't, there's not much to pull back. Of course you guys stay as separated as possible. Okay, the guy that I'm hitting right now is the one that is going to... Yep, there we go. Like clockwork. Ooh, that was tight. Ah, yeah, I was got greedy. Doctor got double greedy. Knew that rebound. Ah. Oh, he got stuck on the... I wouldn't have gotten hit by him if he just rolled like a regular person instead of getting stuck on the stupid pebble. The invisible pebble that I've complained about endlessly but have never seen with my own eyes. Okay. Umu, Nosk, Sage, Sentinel. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, right. Yeah. The Ascended version of Umu doesn't have acid, it's just a pit. And... yeah. Didn't move. That's a dummy hit. Could you spawn your edit? Yeah, thank you. Oh, come on. Moments away. Ah, I am bleeding health. This is insufferable. Of course he manages to... Okay, well. I hate how green this is because it distracts from the lightning. How did I manage? How did I not manage to get hit there? We take it, but like... Ugh, 6 health for the next 3 bosses. I really wish we didn't screw up as much as we did. That sucks. At least we get to see a new boss, which is, not Hornet 2. In fact, it's just Nosk. And when I say Nosk, I mean Winged Nosk, which is basically just Nosk doing his best impression of a Vengefly. Brother. Cool. -1 on Winged Nosk is not bad. If we can keep Nail Sage Sly buttoned up, then Sentinel, then Hornet 2, we've done with pretty reasonable mental health. Brother's baiting me. Phase 2. Here we go. Ah. Ooh, brother. Did not expect him to come back that quickly. Ooh, brother. Ooh, that was... went a little too hard in that direction. Almost got myself hit again. Okay. Nice. Bow. Oh, don't get caught in the dumb corner, please. One thing that's interesting is that in Hornet 1, when she does a dash into a wall, she'll do a, like, wall catch and drop animation. But I don't think she has it in Hornet 2. I think she just slides down the wall. So I always sort of get a little thrown off when I'm refighting Hornet 1, and it's like, wait, you have that animation? Ah, brother. Cool. That was clean. We're getting towards the end. Let's see. I think the next wave is the worst. Oh, no, it's not quite the worst. Oh, it's most definitely not the worst. It's this... Okay. It's our old friend, the first half of Pantheon 4. So, Enraged Guardian, Lost Kin, No Eyes Trader, Lord White Defender. Miss me? Oh, that was close. Oh, brother. That was too tight. Holy crap. I almost got hit like 4 different times. Hello, brother. Oh, brother. Why you gotta do me like that, bro? Oh, the empty hop. Bro, that sucks. You suck. I can do that too. little shaky at the start, but we cleaned it up. Alright, No Eyes, and you're stupid. Yep. If you thought No Eyes was annoying before, now her arena is covered in thorns. And there's less platforms overall. The nice thing about there being less platforms overall is that I'm less likely to fall down to the very bottom like an idiot. But there's also just less jumping spaces as the sine waves get more aggressive. Like, there's just this big jump that you can't really make with a single jump. You have to either double jump or wall jump, which is not clean. Whew. Not bad, not bad. Now. Don't really want to say it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. Stop me if you've heard this one before. If we manage to no-hit both Traitor Lord and White Defender, we'll have 1 extra health to take into the next stretch, which I think is probably the toughest stretch. Well, it's the toughest stretch asterisk, assuming I have practice, which I don't. Cool. So, Traitor Lord down. If we manage to, do a no hit on White Defender, which we have done before, but not terribly likely. Oh right, that didn't work. So used to fighting Dung Defender. Ooh, that was close. Why do I need to stop doing that? My brain has been rewired in the wrong way. Okay. Keep it nice and comfy. Ah, just ran right into it. Oh well. So, no extra health. We're just trying to survive. Road didn't even get to rise out of the ground, just, you know, emerging straight into my giant laser beam. Okay. So, these next couple of bosses, right? Let's just read them out. We have Soul Tyrant, followed by Markoth, followed by Greyprint Zote, followed by Failed Champion, followed by Nightmare King Grim. I almost forgot the creme de la creme. So, God, that's such an awful. That's literally if you asked me to make the 5 worst bosses to go back to back to back with, I'd probably swap out Failed Champion for something else. But aside from that, that is the worst set of bosses. Okay, well, we get more dialogue at the very least. Oh, tragedy. This majestic god evades our attunement with such ease. We live only to serve the gods, to seek them out. Why does she frustrate us? How does she hide from us? Does she diminish herself by choice? So, this is obviously in reference to the White Lady. Seems that her bindings inside the Queen's Gardens are doing a pretty good job at keeping the Godseekers out. Pale Mother, we barely dare to think. The chance of meeting is too rare, but thine resonance, could you be one of them? And obvious lore bait with no, like, what is, are we gonna meet more of her species? Like, what exactly is she? She's kind of like a weird tree lady that's also pale, and like this, like, pale king, things that are pale. Like, we don't know. The answer is we don't know. See, whenever he spawns on the left or right side standing, like grounded, I assume that he's going for a run. So whenever he does that projectile, I immediately get thrown off. So I'm like, huh? Why you no run? Like, right there, I jumped assuming that he'd go into a run. Again, another instance of, like, ambiguous telegraphing. And that, like, I get it. Ambiguous telegraphing isn't inherently a bad thing. It can force you to adapt in a way where you are accounting for multiple possibilities. I think it's stinky and I don't like it. I recognize it as a skill, but that doesn't mean that I have to like the skill, you know? Okay, RNG time. Yep, that sure is some RNG. Oh boy, we just love me some RNG. Cool. Not too bad. -2. Tolerable. It's this next guy. Dear God, please let me get through this. So yeah, I mentioned this. I showed this off at one point, several streams ago. But yeah, Ascended Markov has no floor. And so, even just navigating around his attacks can often lead you to getting hit. Let alone actually, doing damage to him. So this is hell. We're in hell right now. I just want to make that very crystal clear. Every other boss is frustrating, it's difficult. This is hell. If you ever talk to any other Hollow Knight player who has beaten or gotten to this point in Pantheon, they will tell you unequivocally that Markov is a horrible, horrible, awful, terrible, disgusting boss. And it's for this reason and this reason alone.
pale minds.
Of course. That was fair. Here's the other thing that I think is noteworthy. It feels like this version of Markoth doesn't get stuck on the platforms, whereas the non-ascended version did. So that's just another fun detail about why this guy sucks ass. Cool. So that was, we went in with 6 temp HP, so that was a -7. And we still have Grey Prince Oat and Veil Champion and NKG. So yeah, Markoth is going to be our White Whale. I think if we want to have any chance of beating Pantheon 5, we're going to have to practice him a ton, which probably means doing him Radiant. I hope that I don't have to practice him Radiant. I don't have to get so desperate that I have to practice him Radiant. Let's put it like that. Oh, you're kidding me. Cool. Oh, you're... Yep. Cool. So, yeah. That's gonna be the end of this session. We got to room 47 out of 53. So, for the first session of true Pantheon 5 grinding, that's good. But yeah. Markoth sucks. Markoth sucks so unbelievably bad. And every moment I spend in that arena is a moment that my life is just objectively worse. So yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic night. Thank you all for watching, and take care. I swear freaking Markoth gonna be the end of me.